Joining us right now to talk more about it is former White House press secretary under George W. Bush and Fox News contributor Ari Fleischer. Good to see you, Ari. Thanks so much for joining us.
Good morning.
So you got, the UK Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson pushing look, it's better to improve Iran's handcuffs rather than break them. They want us to stay in.
The problem with that is it assumes they have handcuffs on them, and they don't. I've never seen handcuffs that you get $1.8 billion in cash and an estimated 150 billion in exchange for handcuffs. My problem with the Iran deal is it was never stopped Iran from being on the path to getting a nuclear weapon, which is what this is about. It's never improved Iran's behavior in the neighborhood, which is what this should be about. And I am 100% in support of President Trump doing everything he can to make it an effective deal.
What are the implications of pulling out?
Well, the implications of pulling out are that Iran just immediately resumes its enrichment programs to try to get a nuclear weapon faster. But it also, you have to assume they're not doing that now anyway. And I'm not willing to make that assumption. I think there is a possibility Iran is doing that anyway, and we just don't know it. So you have to look at the motives of the people that you're dealing with in this case, and I don't think the motives of Iran should lend credibility or support in the West that Iran is a good behavior.
So what you're basically saying is there's really no way to renegotiate this in a way that's going to be effective. It has to be a pullout and it has to be a completely different approach to Iran. I mean, some people are holding out hope that you can make it tougher or renegotiate, but it sounds like what you're saying is you just need to start.
No, I do think there is a way to ratchet down and really to create pressure, and that comes through sanctions. The sanctions that never should have been lifted in the first place. Our best hope against Iran was sanctions. And it's a non-military way to settle a dispute. And if you actually have international support, then you can have meaningful sanctions. Unfortunately, the history of sanctions is too often they're violated because you don't have support.
But they were lifted because of the Iran deal.
That's correct.
Yeah. Go ahead, Mitch.
What happens with our relationship with the rest of the world if we do pull out sort of unilaterally and everybody is against it?
Well, I'm not sure everybody's against it. I think when it comes to
they're saying
economic
they're
matters,
against it, but they're looking for us to lead.
People follow the leader.
Right.
And that's how United States presidents are effective. If you demonstrate leadership, if you show this is the right thing to do from a moral perspective, from a national security and economic perspective, you can rally support.
By the way, they all followed us in.
That's my point.
Yeah, because, the only reason everybody's involved in this deal is because the U.S. said, yes, let's do it.
Exactly right. And now it looks like France, Germany, even though they would like us to stay in, they're willing to follow us into something more effective and tougher. Which, again, American leadership. American leadership still speaks volumes around the world.
Some people say that they're concerned that if we pulled out, it could affect negotiations with North Korea because they might think that, oh, the next president can just exit whatever deal we make. Do you think that there's any validity to that or no?
I think it's just the opposite. I think once America shows, just as we did with the Soviet Union, that we mean business, that sends a signal around the world, and that actually helps us with North Korea.
Well, this is a good point, because North Korea and Iran are partners in certain business. And I say that loosely because it's about making nuclear weapons. But so North Korea is going to be watching this closely.
Yes.
That's right. And they're watching it closely for toughness.
Right, exactly.
They're not watching
That's what
it closely
I mean. So I agree with you. It's the
for
opposite.
precedents. They're looking for, does this guy, Donald Trump, really mean business?
Does the tough
Because
talk,
America doesn't under President Obama. That's why they were able to get away with these things. And everybody knew it abroad. Now, Trump's different.